Good morning, my name is Loai,
My name is Sinan.
and we'll be presenting the results of our project on improving indoor air quality using plankton and microalgae.
In sealed room environments, commonly in extreme climates like Qatar, CO2 levels are rapidly increased overnight due to poor ventilation. This can negatively affect cognitive function as well as sleep quality. Our goal is to see whether phytoplankton as well as algae can be used as a natural air purifier to reduce CO2 in real time.
Marine plankton and microalgae are tiny plants that use photosynthesis to absorb CO2 and produce oxygen. Instead of mechanical CO2 scrubbers, we can use living organisms to naturally clean our air. The advantages of these would be they are renewable and self-sustaining, requires minimal energy, and can be scaled up easily for larger rooms.
We tested different setups, sealed rooms with either 1 or 2 adults, with and without biological interventions. The readings were taken every second over a 6-hour sleep cycle, simulating real-time sleep conditions. We gathered over 400,000 CO2 data points across these trials, using a NASA-grade NDIR sensor to ensure accuracy and consistency. Let's look at the CO2 concentration trends over time. The red line shows the baseline for 2 adults without intervention. CO2 climbs up very quickly above 3,000 ppm, which is concerning and harmful. The orange line, 1 adult, is slightly better, but it still peaks over 2,500 ppm. Now comparing this with the green line, the plankton with 1 adult concentration remains well below 1,500 ppm. And even with 2 adults, the increase is far slower and never reaches the critical level. The blue line for algae with 2 adults performs better than baseline, but not as effectively as plankton. These patterns clearly show that phytoplankton absorbs CO2 more efficiently, especially during the early and middle sleep stages, when building up is very steep.
As you can see here, when we tested the hypotheses using 2 adults, algae reduced the CO2 by 5 to 20%, while the plankton had a reduction of 25 to 35% in CO2 reduction. At CO2 levels of 5,000 parts per million, the risk of experiencing headaches, dizziness, and impaired judgment increases by over 300%, which can cause a lack of oxygen, lung inflammation, and learning deficits. High CO2 levels can also cause lower serotonin levels, which leaves people susceptible to mood disorders such as an increase of anxiety.
We concluded that plankton is a viable and sustainable alternative for improving indoor air quality in sealed spaces. Environment impact is very small, and the mechanical ventilation systems are extremely expensive. So this is a much better system. This approach could benefit not only homes, but also classrooms, offices, and even hospitals. Anywhere that ventilation is limited, this is a viable solution. With further research, automated lighting and low maintenance culture systems could make biological air purifiers both sustainable and practical for everyday use. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for listening. Hope you found this engaging and informative.